I'm here with legend David Hasselhoff. Tell us, when did you decide to become a DJ?
I decided to become one right now!
Introducing DJ Hoff! I'm Hoff-tastic!
Fantastic.
On fire!
DJ Hoff, yes.
DJ.
Yes, queen. DJ 1080. Oh, and Chloe Kim kills it with the 1080. One more set. Little Ray.
And DJ Bones.
Yo, it's DJ Bored in the house. Guess I'm not bored anymore. Yo, Chester, hit us with that cheese.
Yes, even I'm a young cheesy.
Now everyone's up.
Hoff, it's Diplo. Stop telling everyone they can be a DJ. Seriously. I'm not gonna ask you
Not
again.
now, Diplo.
Seriously, Hoff.
Like I said, everyone's a DJ.
With FUSER, anyone can be a DJ. And now it's your turn at DJDNAtest.com.
Yo, everybody, what is up? It is so amazing to have so many people here and chat with us today here on stream for the FUSER sessions. I'm DJ Z.O.E, aka DJ ZZ, aka Zoe Schneider, community manager over Harmonix. What's up? It's so nice to see so many familiar friends in chat. So thanks for being here and hanging out with us, and thank you everybody who was tuning into that Rock Band anniversary stream. That was beautiful. That last piece got me a little bit emotional, so I'm trying to gain my composure before we go in and get to partying a little bit with FUSER. But I'm super excited to be here hanging out with y'all. I'm really glad I see some people are getting their FUSER swag because we're doing giveaways on giveaways on giveaways. Almost every week we've done, 3 to 5 giveaways, but today we're bumping it up. We're doing even more because I want to spread the love, make sure that everybody who wants them has access to some FUSER swag. Rep it. I've seen a couple of our friends streaming with it, and it's really awesome. Hey, Nick. Hey, everybody. Hey. And yeah, so let's get right into it. There's a few things that I want to do today. So I have a ton of giveaways today. You know what? Maybe let's go ahead and start with one because I have so many that I just want to get right to. We've got plenty of people here hanging out with us, a lot of our Rock Band homies. So let's get into one of our giveaways right off the bat because I've got some dope FUSER shirts that are available that I've been sending out. If you hop in our Discord, if you look in chat here, even some of our friends have already been receiving them. And we've even got some different hats available for people. So I'm going to do a couple right now because y'all are amazing and you deserve it. So a couple things to note. We're streaming to a few places tonight. So if you want to participate in this giveaway, make sure you hop into our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FuserGame. That's where everything's going on. That's where I'll be looking for answers because whoever answers my questions first is going to be the recipient of some FUSER prizes. So let me go ahead and pull up my questions while I wait for some of our friends to hop right into the Twitch channel chat. Like I said, that's where the giveaway takes place, and we'll post the rules right here in chat. Now, this is for U.S. residents only. I know some of you already think you know what my answers are going to be, and you're right. I'm throwing softballs today because I'm in the mood to give away some prizes. So, to start us off right out the gate, this is going to be for our friends who've been paying attention, people who have been hip to all things FUSER going on. Thanks so much for everybody. I've seen a lot of people coming back again and again and again to support us. So I've posted the rules in chat right there, and I'm going to ask my first question. Here we go. This is a big gimme for anybody who's been in our chat hanging out with us. You know me, you know DJ Z.O.E. For a FUSER shirt, somebody drop in chat as fast as you can. What's my favorite custom instrument to record on FUSER? For our first-time viewers, you might not know. Lightforcer coming in quick. There we go. This is common knowledge right out the gate. Lightforcer, congratulations. I'll be sending you a FUSER shirt. And I'm going to do one more giveaway that's a little bit easier. If you've paid attention to FUSER, you'll know it, but it doesn't require any personal knowledge of me. But this is another one for a shirt. Somebody tell me, in what city is Harmonix based? Somebody let me know, in what city is Harmonix based? Como with Boston. There we go. We are Boston proud. We are Super, super happy to be based in Boston. Obviously, everybody's working remotely, trying to stay safe, but your team is working super hard to bring you FUSER. Make sure that you all have this game in your hands and it's as beautiful and as perfect as possible come November 10th. I see plenty of answers here in chat. Like I said, Colma got to it first, so thank you for everybody for participating. But don't worry, I'm doing more and more and more all stream. But I'm sure that's enough talking for me, so let's hop right to it and get to some gameplay. I think that let's see, where is my gameplay? There she goes. All right, so we are going to jump straight into playing. I today actually want to go through some campaign because I feel like we've done a lot of freestyle, always really happy to do it, but I want to show off a little bit of campaign. We'll also hop into some freestyle, maybe show off some customization, but let's just go ahead and get started with some freestyle just to get us kicked off here. So I think I'm going to play Sub Astral today, but I'm going to switch it up and go with Early Morning. And let me go ahead and confirm the stage, and then we'll hop to some of our customization options. Hey, I'm getting lots of pays in chat. I love all of you too. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Yes, I did rock the bandana today. Seems appropriate. Changing up all my looks. I changed up my avatar too. Figured I might as well reflect it personally as well. But this is one of my personal favorites. Let me hop in and show y'all a little bit. There we go. That's my avatar. This is my current DJ Z.O.E. I'm going through a little bit of a mood change, so wanted to make my person reflect that a little bit. I've got some of that custom paint on my body, as well as my favorite asset, I think, which is this fire white fur coat. And then I wanted to play around with masks a little bit, so I hopped in here, but you can imagine there's way more stuff that you can see in here that's currently not unlocked, but coming your way, so be sure to follow us at FUSER Game. Stay in touch with us as we update you all things FUSER. So I'm gonna hop in and just make sure my crate looks exactly how I want it. I know I've been getting a few requests from lots of friends about what you want to see. Me Too has been a hot request, so has Thunder. I am gonna throw in Ghosts and stuff today because it's so freaking good. But this is always the hardest part. Like, what do I take out? It's impossible. All right, I'm sorry, Bobby, but I'm gonna throw in some Ghosts and stuff here real quick. Let's see, is Rock the Casbah in here? Because I do love that track. That has one of my favorite bass lines, but that's actually not in this current build that I'm working with. But stay tuned, I'm gonna be hopping into some different builds in the upcoming weeks, so we're gonna be showing off more music, some of your favorites that maybe you saw at the PAX demo, maybe you've seen in some of the mood mixes or 4 songs 4 ways that are featured. Oh, whoa, let me make sure Bust a Move is in this crate. I just saw, okay, yeah, no stress. Whew, Bust a Move is there, so we're all good. I am going to hop in the chat to take some questions in a second, but I just want to make sure that everything I want is in here. Thunderous Drums, I think I'm going to play around with that a bit today because I don't do it nearly as much as I want to. So I am going to add some effects, and then I'll be good to go. I'm going to throw all of them in because, you know, never know what flavor I'm trying to add to it. But let's just go ahead and start this freestyle, get some music going, and do it. All right, so let's go ahead. And as you know, every single week it's the same. I want to take your requests. I want to play what you want to hear. I'm going to turn my volume up so that at least it's a party in my house. And let's get right to it. So how do I want... Killing. Oh, that's on me. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Gotta make you work for it. You know, you obviously want it, just teasing that a little bit. But you know what? I said it last week and now it's probably true that I've jinxed myself that Queen of Freestyle, Queen of Technical Issues. Love that Don't Sweat the Technique. I'm gonna make a little more space for that. All right, let me record some custom instrument. Alright, so I could just drop that right into the deck, but I'm actually going to cue that up, and I'm going to get straight into a transition because I want to. So, no. I'm going to change it up. Let me drop in some blinding lights. Oh, man. I accidentally bumped that out, but that's okay. Oh, that's what I'm messing up. All right, so I've got my cue set up. I've got the man, I've got hot stuff, I've got bust move and blinding lights. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight into Smart Riser. And basically what that's gonna do is it's gonna pick a key and tempo that these tracks are gonna sound good in. So you see we've maxed out nearly at 157 BPM. I'm gonna turn those vocals back up. I'm gonna turn that bust move down, and I'm actually gonna switch this into major. Yeah, that's nice and major. All right, sorry. I've been totally my own world. Let me get back into these requests. I've got a good one here. We've got JT. Oh, Can't Stop the Feeling. Okay, I'll throw in some, with Deadmau5. Deadmau5 has a really, really good synth sound. So let me go ahead and throw that in first, and I'll build a little bit around that. And I'm gonna drop it in right here on the pickup. So you see in the beat timeline, it's got that, yeah, ooh, that was smooth. Woo, okay, that was good. I wish that I'd snapshotted that before, but that's okay. But I'm gonna get set up. We've got, all right, Rick Astley now. The drums and Never Gonna Give You Up are killing, so let me go ahead and drop that in. JT. Let me put in his vocals, because he really be singing. Am I tripping? Here we go. All right, fourth disc is my choice, so I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna replace this Killing the Name Of with some Childish Gambino drums. Slow it down a bit. How hard was it to market this game without too many mixes to drop mix? You know, honestly, it wasn't that hard because I really like drop mix, and I know a lot of people really like drop mix, and it's nice to talk about to me because it's like, I think what FUSER is some of my favorite parts of drop mix that is just like expanded upon, right? So, you know, a lot of people have used the word like spiritual successor. Like, is that, you know, it's something that the tech from drop mix that was super exciting, where you're just mixing these different sounds together and it sounds incredible without having to put way too much thought or effort into it. But like, there's a lot more gameplay here, right? Like, there's a whole campaign that I'm actually going to show off a little bit today, so we can go into that in just a bit. But there were a couple times where I was maybe doing you know, an interview, and we were talking about drop mix, and they were like, all right, great. And I was like, yeah, FUSER coming this fall. It's like, drop mix, FUSER coming this fall. So it definitely tripped me up a couple times, but it really just is sort of an evolution of my favorite parts of that game. Yes, also, absolutely. I just saw somebody in chat talking about hearing some pieces from Fantasia Music Evolved. I mean, something we've been talking about since the jump is the fact that a lot of what you see in FUSER, Harmonix has been working on for a minute, you know? It's not like this is some overnight, we just had this one idea and decided to pursue it. It's something that a lot of people have been giving a lot of thought, and it's, you know, Harmonix has 25 years of experience making exclusively music video games, you know? Like, we're a studio populated by, run by, employed by, like, music lovers and musicians, and, like, from my experience, I've always seen people that their, like, main interest is how can we take the music listing and music playing experience to that next level. I like that too. So what I'm doing there for some of our friends who are new, what I just did is took a snapshot, which basically looks at everything that's in my deck right now. It looks at what the tempo is, what key we're in, and it captures it and goes into my crate so I can add it into my crate for future discs. All right, we got an early request for a Rick Astley vocal. If you want it, you got it. All right, nice. A little harder, Rick Astley. I like that. listen. Ooh, this is nice. All right, I'm gonna change it up, put it in a little more flattering key for Rick. All right, I've got another request. Let me get into it. We've got Blinding Lights, Blue, Easy, with Any Man of Mine, Green. Excellent choice. Can't believe I've not used Shania yet. Tongue Tied Yellow. Another, there are no bad choices. I don't know why I keep saying that. And GDFR Vocal Faux Show. Let's get right into a transition. That time I went with the steady riser. I want to keep it in the same tempo because I'm sort of feeling it. I'm dancing along. Oh, is this in minor? Yeah, that tongue tied in majors is what I'm looking for, I think. Alright, adding Take On Me drums into this. With keys. Let me do it. That was an excellent choice. Let me go ahead and add, what I like to do is like a sort of sneaky way to add a fifth disc, is I just play that custom instrument right on top of it. And I can just hang out here if I want to before I drop it in. That's something I definitely get down with freestyle. But I'm gonna drop it right in, and then I'm gonna take some more requests. So, Bust a Move vocals, faux show, faux show. All right, Summertime Magic bass, yes. Let's go Rehab drums. Okay, and then, okay, we don't have a lead vocal, so I'm gonna take the lead vocal, Yellow, Rehab from Mr. J Star. So we're gonna get a little bit of double Amy here, and we're gonna go with the Smart Riser and see what we go with Busta. If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna slow down a little bit. Yeah. We're in E minor at 120. You got it.
Tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then you try to make a move and she says no way. Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon. Got no money and you got no car, then you got no woman. And there you are. Some girls are sadistic, materialistic.
Alright, so let's get into some of these requests. I'll take one more, and then I'm actually going to go straight into campaign play because I want to play around and show off one of our missions from Cherry Dipped. So I'm going to get into one of these requests actually. And let me go back into it. Oh. Well, I was gonna go back, but then somebody requested Hot Stuff vocals, so I'm just gonna do that instead because you all know I'm biased and that's one of my favorite songs of all time, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna slow this down. All right, and a trademark Z.O.E ending because I'm gonna hop out of this and go straight into some campaign play. Let me go through one of these missions. Let me try to crank up the volume a little bit. Let me do it on here. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. All right. Hopefully this is a little bit louder for you. Let me know if it's too much and I'll change it up. But I am going to go straight into campaign. And we're going to go into Cherry Dip. So as you know, 3 stages have been announced thus far, but there are 6 total in FUSER through the campaign. We've seen Rhythmic Guardian. That's something that we've played through. If you were at PAX way back in February, we played Rhythmic Guardian with our promoter, Danny Humbles, who walked us through just that first campaign mission on stream a few weeks ago. We did it as well. But I'm also going to hop straight into Cherry Dipped, and I'm going to show off this last mission called Making the Headlines. Now, we're going to see a few things here. We're going to be introduced we're going to be introduced to a promoter, Big Nums. A couple of you have seen some of the cutscenes from him and met him once, but we're going to go straight into it and start playing around with some different instruments. So at this point, you've already played through the entirety of Rhythmic Guardian. You've also already played through the entirety of Cherry Dip. So this is the headlining spot during the second stage. You've got some locked items in your crate here. But I still have some freedom that I can add, you know, some other options. So I just want to make sure what I want, Killing in the Name of, that's great. Some two-sets, some tongue-tied, some Never Gonna Give You Up. That's looking good. And I'm not adding effects yet because we will see those in the third campaign mission. But I can go in and change up my stage kit a little bit. So since I've got my blue-inspired avatar, I think I'm going to go with some blue lights for my light show. I like this one. I'm going to go with some stage effects too, where I've got some bubbles, inflatable corgi, inflatable corgis for the crowd items, but some hologram corgis, confetti, some pops, everything. But I'm gonna go with double fire because I think that is dramatic as hell, and I too, dramatic. And then I'm gonna go into some different projector screens. So I love this cloud one, especially when I'm in Cherry Dipped. I like some of the more playful ones. But let me also go in, add some of this, and then we'll throw some corgis in because it is Big Num's stage after all. So let me also go in and get some crowd effects on. Since it's nighttime, sometimes I like to do these totems, which are, you know, lion's head, moths, cupcakes, narwhals, etc. But I'm actually going to go with glow balls because they look awesome at night. So I am pretty pleased with my stage setup. My avatar looks amazing. I don't want to change a thing on them. And I'm going to go ahead and start the set. So you're going to see me getting a lot of show goals. You're going to see me trying to keep up with what we're calling a crowd meter to make sure my mix stays fresh and make sure that I'm evolving it often enough and keeping it, you know, keep the fans happy. And then you'll see Big Nums giving me some feedback and helping me out along the way.
The size of that crowd. This is gonna be straight up bananas.
All right, so you see here, that was the voice of Big Nums. I'm on the final mission of Cherry Dipped, which is our second stage. And one of my main focuses during this mission is going to be playing in custom instruments. So, you know, like I said, this is the second stage. You see your show goals right down here. This is my time limit. So right now it's infinite, but there will be some goals that are time pressure. But I'm going to stop talking and do my best. It's been a minute since I played this one, so let's hope it sounds as good as I want it to. All right, let's drop it in. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my drums. I see I've satisfied that goal, and now I'm gonna do the same thing. I can drag and drop, or I can just tap whatever disc I want right into my deck. All right, so now I'm gonna improvise, now that I've set up sort of a rhythmic foundation, and I'm gonna perform on some instruments. So I'm gonna get some instruction here for how I'm doing it. Every square that I see when I open my instrument interface has two different sample options. So I can press A as I'm using an Xbox One controller. I can play A, or I can press X, and I'm gonna get two different sounds. So let me hold the continue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and toggle over to my instrument page. I see that I'm being asked for a super saw synth. So I find that up in my screen, and I'm gonna go ahead and perform on it. So I could record it. Right now it's just asking me to perform. So it's performing for, you'll see that it's counting up. So I basically wanna do it for 8 measures of music. And if I stop performing, it'll stop counting up, as you can see. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. So you hear some of those alternate sounds. Now that I've performed, I do have a time pressured goal to drop any lead vocal and to drop a lead instrument. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that here. And then I'm also gonna drop in some Ace of Base because I've really acquired a taste for it recently, and it's really good. But you see right here above my goals, this is my crowd meter, right? So every action I'm taking, if it's on beat, if I'm fulfilling my goals, if I'm doing it on time, all that's gonna be factored into my score. And obviously the higher my crowd meter is, the happy they are. But I gotta drop some country discs in before it's too late. So let me shut up and drop in some Shania. Oops. Forgot I didn't have a cue there yet. But you see I've already got some hip hop in with Bust a Move, and now let me add in some R&B. So you see I dropped that on the pickup, which is indicated by the colored lines on the beat timeline. I also fulfilled an audience request, so that's going to be a maximum amount of points. But you'll see I also don't only have to drop discs when I'm prompted by goals. I can really just do however I want. but here I've got a request for Latin Caribbean and for some 2010s. Let's see if I can satisfy that in one go. I can with FUSER, it's Latin Caribbean, and it's a 2019 track. So I've met all my goals, and now it's really just up to me to explore however I want, and just change up the mix however. Also, I will take some questions after I stream this because it's really hard for me to play this and focus on chat. So I'll answer any questions you have, just hold them right until we're done. But you see right now I'm being prompted to have only drums and bass. But I have an infinite amount of time to do so I can play around as much as I want before I actually do that. So I'm going to drop in some more drum tracks, but I'm going to keep that lead instrument in there. And then let me find another drum track that I want to be in there. Actually, I'm going to go with Never Gonna Give You Up. Oh, that's the one I just dropped, never mind. So now I can change that up too, actually. If I wanted to, I could have All Never Gonna Give You Up if you're really trying to rickroll people like that. Let me throw in some Donna. And now I've got Big Nims in my ear giving me some advice, so I'm gonna pour it on, but not too much. And now I'm not only gonna perform on an instrument, but I'm gonna record it and drop it right into my deck. So if you've been hanging out with me in freestyle, you've seen me do this plenty of times, but we're gonna go ahead and open up Super Saw Synth again. That's what the goal is. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up, and now I'm gonna make a loop. So I can either tap on this or use my right trigger to open up my recording interface, and then use my left and right bumpers to adjust the length of my recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and have 4 bars. Alright, so I like how that sounds, and now the other part of that goal is to actually drop it into my mix. So I'm going to do just that, and then I'm going to change it up a little bit, add some vocals, and now I've got some more goals that speak to my deck controls. So one thing I want to do is solo that Super Saw Synth. I want to drop a new bass, and now I want to make a hip-hop drum track. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make this one way shorter, just do a full measure of it. And now I'm going to drop it in and actually replace that synth track with it. And now I'm being prompted to include only 3 discs. So another deck control I have is to eject. And then I want to drop in at least one 2010 or sooner disc, but I also have a crowd request for some FUSER, so I'm going to throw that in too. And I'm satisfying all my goals. I have only 3 discs. I've got some from the 2010s in here. And as soon as this 3-disc goal is fulfilled, I can throw in as many discs as I want. That's totally my prerogative. You see what I did there? Sorry. Alright. Whatever, it got me. Alright. So we want some rap hip hop, and we also want some bass, so let me throw it in. Woo! Okay, I've met all my goals, so like I said, this is really just up to me to do whatever I want, however I want. Alright, now I'm being asked to take a snapshot. This, again, you've seen me do a couple times now, but a snapshot essentially just memorizes exactly what I have in my deck at this specific time in the mix. So it's going to remember the drums from For an Angel, the custom instrument that I have, what vocal I have, what key it's in. And now I'm going to drop another bass disc. I really love this one from the weekend, so I'm going to put that in. And now I'm going to drop out For an Angel. And now I'm just going to keep my custom instrument in. And then switch it out a little bit. Oh, and I need to drop a instrument disc. So this is a custom one. So I'm going to record my own right here. I'm going to make it a bit longer. I can actually adjust the length as I'm recording. So there have been hella times where I decide, or I actually, well, I want this to be way longer than it is right now. So while I'm recording, I can adjust that, no problem. Let me go ahead and drop this instead of that other weekend track. We've got some Rage in here. All right, now I'm going to drop in a blue disc because I'm being prompted to here. I want to do the same thing with a lead vocal in yellow. So you see, this is like where it becomes really clear how different everybody's mix is going to be, right? Like what I would drop in as a yellow disc is going to be super different from what Troy or somebody might drop in. And really, again, shout out to Troy and Katie. They had a killing stream. Hope everybody who watched it enjoyed it, but I know I did, so thank you for that.
Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon. got no money and you got no car, then you got no woman, and there you are. Some girls are sadistic.
Alright, so I did it a little bit earlier than the goal was there, so I didn't get the point for that, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute that real quick so I can do that. And then let me change up these drums before I actually change it. Ooh, and now I gotta drop some bass. Woo! Barely made that one in the nick of time. Alright, my guess for that is gonna be like a soft 4 stars because I was talking through it so much that I didn't have as much time to pay attention to the crowd meter, and that's a huge component of your score. So your crowd meter, how well you're dropping discs in time, have you satisfied all the goals? You see the breakdown of it here. I had 100% of goals, met 100% of requests. I even had some combos in there, plenty of early action, or had some early and late actions that I was trying to fulfill goals, so I didn't do it perfectly in time to the music. And that's where I'm gonna get some of that drawback where, that's the difference between what I got and a 5-star score. As proof, though, you can see here I've done it before, so when I'm not trying to talk through it, sometimes it does go a little bit smoother. But I'm gonna head out of this and show off a quick cutscene from my man Bignums. Alright, so there we've got my man Bignums, the youngest promoter at the FUSER Festival, but for sure a legend in his own right, and just brings a super unique energy. Like I said before, every stage at FUSER has a different promoter. All of them have a different sort of area of expertise. So we know Danny Humbles from Rhythmic Guardian, who's super upbeat, energetic, super supportive, and then Cherry Dip, we've got Bignums, and Sub Astro, of course, like all the rest of them, have different promoters that all have some different tastes, some trance DJs, some Afrobeat, etc. Plenty. And you'll all be hearing about it so soon. I cannot believe how quick November 10th is approaching. It's literally a month and 2 days from now, so I'm super excited. I can't wait till I'm hopping in multiplayer and actually playing with people in our community. Y'all have been so great and so supportive as we've been getting this game together, and I really appreciate it, and I'm just super excited to play with you. Also, there's so much exciting news I want to talk about, but stay tuned here, and also stay tuned on socials, of course. I've said it before, but if you've yet to do it, be sure to follow us at FUSER Game on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. You're already here on Twitch. Thanks for being here. But make sure to come back next week. We're going to be doing more giveaways and more news. I need satisfaction in my track, or in my crate. So what do I... no, those vocals are too good. Maybe if I take Never Gonna Give You Up out, I'll stop rickrolling everyone. But I'm not going to do that. Wow, there's really no good decision here. I guess I'll take GDFR out. But I need a little bit of Benny in here. So I'm going to go ahead and accept these changes and start this freestyle. Don't worry, boy, I won't. You know I never could. Oh my god, Sub Astro looks beautiful. My avatar looks beautiful. I'm back in freestyle. So drop me some requests and let's party. I'm going to play for a little bit and then we're going to do some more giveaways. So hang out and chat. We've got some Amazon cards to give away. We've got some shirts, some hats. Y'all know the drill, so be sure to hang out with us. I'm gonna keep mixing for a little bit, and then we'll get right to it. Those strings in minor are fire! Basement Jacks, you got it. I need a little bit more saturation on that. Alright, so this is what I really want to play. Actually, no, let me play around with it. Thunderstrums, it's something I don't play with enough. What have I been doing? This is amazing! Dance Monkey Keys, you got it.
You think you hate it. I said I got no idea. And I just think you're
Alright, let me give it a little bit of extra serum.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! I love Amy Winehouse vocals in a little bit lower, like minor sound on this. Like it's just rich and saucy. Dance Monkey's killing on this too. So let me go ahead and change this up. Alright, so we've got another request. Satisfaction Blue. Let's do it. Ghost and Stuff Green and Yellow. Alright. Bam. And then Hot Stuff Vocals, Don't Ask Me Twice. Oh my god, I literally don't want to change it. Like, this is so good. Who is this? Dylan91. Excellent, 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 excellent choice. Here we go, here we go. I'm in that. All right. Let me snapshot that too. Wow, I'm in my feelings on this one. I can't even function. That's true. Killing works with every single track. I'll never apologize for it. It's fire. One of my favorite tracks in game by a factor of like a trillion. My feelings confirmed. Killing vocals, you got it. Till I can get my satisfaction.
Some of those that work forces are the same that run crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that run crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that run crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that run crosses.
Ooh. Alright, what am I doing? How am I not playing the Killers? Z.O.E, come on. Alright, I'm gonna actually bring that lead guitar too because it's too good. Woo! I'm not sorry to toot my own horn. These mixes are killing today. Dylan, you really set me down a path. Thank you for that killing suggestion. Temperature yellow, you got it.
Justify, those that died, but wearing a badge and your chosen white. Some of those that work forces are saying upon crosses. Some of those that work forces.
Alright, use acid bath if I have it. I don't have it, but I can actually go in and throw that into my crate. I'll stop in a second, do some giveaways, and then I'll try to drop that into my crate. Killing in the name of! Alright, so let me go ahead and hop back into this solo shot so I can get into some giveaways. For real, Dylan, that was something. You crushed it right out of the gate with that suggestion. Thank you. But let's go ahead and do some more giveaways. Give Dylan a shirt. You know what? We actually do have Life Forcer, who is one of our tried and true community members. Shout out. Thank you for coming back again and again. Is not US. So I do have an extra shirt to give away. And Dylan, I think that your incredible intuition for a mix deserves it because that was truly exceptional. So Life Forcer is generously passing it on. And thank you very much. So I am going to go ahead and do some more giveaways so I can give away some more stuff. As I've said, this is US only. You'll see in chat the rules are there right now. But let's go ahead and do some more questions. So I have got some questions. This, if you've been paying attention just recently, you are going to know the answer. Yes, US only, US residents. If you are living in the US, that's cool. So I am going to go ahead and ask my next question. First person to drop it in chat. Again, if you're watching on any other platforms like YouTube or on Facebook, be sure to actually hop into the Twitch chat as well, because that's where I will be doing the giveaway. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if that's where you're following us, make sure you hop onto twitch.tv/FuserGame, and that's where I'll be doing the giveaway, and whoever answers first in the chat is going to go ahead and win this prize. So let's go ahead and do this one for, we'll do two. We'll do something for a hat and something for a shirt. So for a hat, somebody tell me, how many different stages are there in FUSER? All right. Let's see. We've got Edgar coming in quick with 6. You are 100% right. There are a total of 6 stages in FUSER Festival, but we've announced. The next question is actually going to be, somebody tell me, how many have we announced thus far? How many stages of the 6 stages that are available have been announced? Colma coming in quick again with 3, but if I'm not mistaken, Colma, you already won once on stream. One of our rules, you can only win once per stream, so Nerdcore MMA came in second, and you are going to go ahead and win that FUSER shirt. So congratulations, Nerdcore MMA. We will get that shirt out to you, and I want to do more giveaways, so let's keep going. For another shirt, somebody in chat, tell me, how many custom instruments can I bring into my freestyle crate? Again, how many custom instrument can I bring into my freestyle crate? We have Pokey Hubs with 8. You are correct. I can bring up to 8 custom instruments into my crate. I can also bring up to, actually, let me make sure. That's not a question of mine. You can bring up to 24 licensed tracks into your crate as well, with up to 8 instruments. And I'm feeling generous, so we'll do one more. Somebody tell me, this is a gimme, for another shirt or hat, or for another hat, tell me how many custom effects can I bring into a crate at a time. This is gonna be an easy one. We've got how many effects can I bring into my crate, and Niken Lee is gonna go ahead and win that with 8. That is true as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get back into FUSER. We'll do a couple more giveaways before it ends, but we've got two $25 Amazon gift card giveaways coming up, and I'm trying to give away some easier questions this time because I want everybody who can. I just appreciate you being here, hanging out with me, so I want to give as much swag and as much goodies as I can to all you incredible people. I've got some friends who are hanging out or dipping out of the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you next week because we're here every week. Come hang on Thursdays, and we'll also be having some streams, you know, as we approach FUSER launch. So like I said, be sure to follow us on our socials to keep up to date with all that's going to be coming. All right, so let's get right back into freestyle. Before I do that, I'm actually going to go back in and adjust my crate because I want to make sure that I am showing off some of the different custom instruments. So let me go ahead and show off FUSER. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go into freestyle. I'm going to switch it up and let's play Cherry Dipped this time. Perhaps in the daytime. It looks so wholesome to me with like a sunny blue sky. I don't know why, but it's really nice. What have I done? What have I started with the sax? If you ask Sussman, for those of you, one of our, the product manager on FUSER, project manager on Rock Band, if you were just on the Rock Band stream, you've seen him. Sussman, I think I've haunted his dreams with my pretty loud and always consistent saxophone playing. We've done plenty of, you know, interviews with people, demoing the game for a few different people, and almost every single time I play it, I am playing the saxophone. So shout out to Sussman for putting up with that all the time, but it's pretty good. So I am going to adjust some of these custom instruments. Let me take out some of these lead instruments. I'm going to take out that horn section. You know I'm never taking out sax, but I'll take out strings too. And we'll test some of these other ones so that I can show them off a little bit. And that other bass, I think that's, yeah, that covers everything. Sus does approve the sax. Yes, I mean, you also know, as all of you know, I've put in enough time that it does sound pretty good. I'm going to drop in some of the snapshots from our last session because they were amazing. So what you see right here, actually, this is a good point to, this is a good thing to point out. Right here where a bunch of my snapshots are. So when I have moments that I really like in the mix, I can actually just go ahead and take a snapshot, and what it does is it captures all of this and all this information. So it tells me when I took it, it gives me the tempo that I was in, it gives me the key that I was in. So as opposed to having to like randomly remember that and write it down, I can just go ahead and take a snapshot, and then it drops right into my crate. So I've got different songs. I've got, ooh, that is a really good question. Can you bring 8 extra songs using snapshots? I suppose technically, like, you could bring in parts from other songs, yes. Especially when you consider, like, a big component of it too is the fact that you can actually bring in your own custom recorded instruments too, right? So you can definitely bring in other pieces and sort of expand it. Similar to, like, I don't want to call it a hack because it's not, like, it was on purpose, but I can, you know, go into my, when I'm mixing on my deck, I have 4 discs, but I can also record or play a custom instrument right atop it. So it's almost like having 5, but not quite because I'm not dropping it into the mix, right? But I can cue it up. I can do a few things. We've got a couple questions that I want to address. Sorry, I've been neglecting our friends in YouTube, but thank you all for hanging out with us too. A couple really, really good questions coming in here. Will there be more songs in the future? Hell yeah, there's going to be more songs in the future. We have not announced the full 100 songs that are going to be on the soundtrack, but we'll also be, you know, you can imagine Harmonix will be doing some DLC. If the people want it, we're here to do it. So there will be plenty more music coming in. If you actually hop into our Discord, there is a FUSER music channel that you can go into that we actually are taking, you know, if you want to throw in requests, things that you'd like to see in the game, just go ahead and head over to the Harmonix Discord, hop into our FUSER channel and let us know what you want to see. No, your questions matter very much, man, YouTube. I'm sorry, I get so into mixing and I neglect all of my actual duties as a streamer. How does cross-platform multiplayer work on FUSER? How does it work? Well, it does. You'll be able to play cross-platform for multiplayer, for battles, and for collaborative multiplayer as well. So whatever system you're playing on, anybody who's on FUSER, you will be able to. And I'm going to hang out in YouTube and on Facebook to make sure that I'm, you know, getting in on your requests. But just to be clear, if you are hanging out with us in YouTube or if you're hanging out with us on Facebook, the giveaways are happening in the Twitch chat. So be sure to at least check out twitch.tv/FuserGame because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of the giveaways, actually all of the giveaways. So hang out with us there as well. But I'm gonna try to show some love to our YouTube friends as well, because I appreciate you all hanging out with us too. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I've got a couple of requests. I think I'm checking in YouTube, I'm checking in Twitch. All right, let's see. 100 songs aren't enough for mixing with this incredible game. You know what? That is probably true, because I really, I'm the same way. I really get caught up in like crate digging and all that stuff more than almost anything else. Let me actually drop that in. Let's drop in some Sean Paul vocals. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because the weekend will bring it up to the max. Alright, so we've got another really good question in YouTube that's been asked by a lot of people, right? Can you stream this game without copyright problems? Absolutely. That's something you're going to be able to do. It's within our music rights, because we want people to share this game. Like, if you look at games like Rock Band, if you look at Autocut, if you look at Dropmix, it's about sharing music, right? So, yes, you will be able to stream. I mean, for reference, I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on Facebook, and I'm streaming on YouTube without problem. So, yes, you'll absolutely be able to do that. We've got a request from Twitch here that they want to hear Sean Paul at max speed with the pitch stepper. Alright, let's make it fire though. How many corgis are in their game? A lot. More than I've ever counted, so hard to say. Let's drop the pitch on these drums. Alright, I'm gonna bring in my favorite bass, one of them, Don't Quit the Technique, so good. And let me bring in some new instruments. I'm gonna make that longer, because it sounds amazing. And I'm gonna drop it right into my mix. Got another question about hardware coming for FUSER. Well, right now there are no peripherals in FUSER. It's something you're able to pick up day one and play immediately with whatever controller you have for your system, which to me is really exciting. It is a pretty accessible game. Think just in that whatever came with your console, you're going to be able to play with FUSER. I apologize. I know we've been getting a lot of requests for the Thunder vocal, and that's coming from all angles. I don't have Thunder in my crate, but if you hang out with us in the next couple weeks, I'll be sure to drop it in before I get into mixing. Alright, so now let me go ahead and record a little bit more of these custom instruments. Let's see what else is new. This wobble bass. Alright, I'm gonna make it a little bit more rhythmic before I go ahead and drop that one in. Alright, and now let me get into this bass. So I don't think we've ever debuted these. I don't know if I've ever put these in my crate for Twitch streaming. So here. So you see this is like a radius, so it looks slightly different than some of the other, but you know, you've seen this with the hip hop drums or some of our other samples. Yeah, this is a good one. I've got another request here. We've got Shania Twain vocals, which I will drop in quick because that's going to sound pretty slick over here, I think. Alright, and we've also got Don't Sweat the Technique Blue. Okay. Ghost and Stuff Yellow. Faux Show. And, oh, I lost it. Benny B. Green. You got it. We'll do transition into that. I'm gonna change up the vocals for the transition for the rest of those though. Oh my god, I feel like I'm in the club! Alright, Rick Astley Yellow. Oh man, I really like that. I'm gonna bring that back in. 1, 2, 1. Killing vocals, I can do that. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, Ghost and Stuff sounds amazing here. let me go ahead. We've got a request from YouTube coming in to try Dance Monkey. Oh my god, it's so good! I want so badly to give Justin Thunder vocals. I really do. Like, it's all I want in this whole world right now, I promise. And I don't have Thunder in my crate. But next week I'll be sure to throw in Thunder so that I can give the people what they want, which is clearly Thunder. And it's a great choice. Like, it sounds amazing. I get it. It was one of the songs that I mixed with the most because it was with some of the original music that we dropped when we announced that we would be producing FUSER. God, I love these. I love this bass. All right, let's get into. I wonder how the wobble's gonna sound to top this. Let me do that. I'm gonna do a little shorter, 2 measures. I'll add some more drums. I'm gonna redo that one. I'm gonna make a loop this time. When is the next batch of songs dropping? Heyo, that's a great question, but you know I can't tell you that quite yet. Oh, you know what I can tell you, which is going to be follow us at FUSER Game. All the news is going to come through there, and we're a month away from launch, so you can imagine we've got plenty of exciting things going on that you're going to want to pay attention to. For example, unexpected DJs. I know a lot of you have already seen the trailer for it. With the David Hasselhoff, Jonathan Van Ness played it right at the top of this stream. And I'm so sorry, Justin, I want to play the Thunder vocals so bad. But I promise next time. But yeah, unexpected DJs. You can actually enter right now for a chance to have a live FUSER battle with Diplo, where you're actually going to get the game in advance, because of course you need to practice. So if you've yet to do so, go to Unexpected DJs and enter to win, because it's going to be dope. I want to battle Diplo. I want to do my own horn, but I think I might be able to take him. Alright, we've got another request from Dylan. Dylan has yet to lead me astray, so you know I'm gonna take it. Ghost and Stuff Blue, let's do it. Any Man of Mine Green, okay. Take On Me Yellow. And Rehab Red. Oh no. Alright, we were in C major, went up a little bit.
They try to make me go to rehab, but I said no.
I'm gonna turn that Take On Me down. I'm gonna add an effect on Amy. I'm also gonna throw an effect on this lead instrument a little bit. I'm gonna put a low pass filter on that, add a little bit of texture to it.
The man said, why you think you? I said, I got no idea. He said, I just think you're
Come on, Rick Astley bass.
this week, yeah, baby, and the rest.
Alright, we've got a couple more questions. How many songs will the game come with? Over 100. So at launch, there's going to be over 100 tracks in the game. And then, of course, like I've said a couple times, we do have some plans for DLC, so even more music coming down the road. Alright, Mr. J Star, let's get into it with a request of Summertime vocals. Bust a Move green. I'm gonna drop those in first. Dance Monkey yellow, excellent choice. And Ghost and Stuff blue. Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted a riser. I didn't see that one. But I'll go ahead and throw it in anyway. I'm gonna change the mode actually into minor. And then I'll drop in my Bust a Move vocals. Can you see character customization? Yeah, I can hop into character customization real quick after this. And actually, I really like this mix too. Yes, can you share with your friends? Yes, alright, let me do a recording and then we'll hop out, play with some character customization, and then we'll finish up with some giveaways. So we've got two $25 Amazon gift cards coming up, along with some more FUSER shirts and whatnot, but first I'm going to show you how to record a mix. So, I like how this sounds, I like this vibe. I entered into my capture mode, so I am going to confirm and delete that, but I'm going to go ahead and enter capture mode here, and then I can open this up and I've got a few options, right? So one thing I can do is change the length. It can be as short as 8 bars of music, or it can be as long as 64. So, you know, you've got 16, 32, somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna go with 16, make it a little bit shorter. And then as soon as I'm ready, I can press record. It'll count down and take it from the top of the mix. And then I do whatever I want to add to it. All right, so I didn't love that. I didn't mean to do that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually rewind and then try again. Alright, so I had a little bit of a custom sound in there. Alright, so I didn't want to do that, but instead of having to go all the way back, I can actually just rewind and go over what I wanted to originally. Cool, so that sounded good. My capture is complete. So now I'm going to continue to my mix preview. So this is going to show me what I've just done. I'll have the video with my avatar. I'll have the mix exactly as I recorded it with custom instruments. And then once, if I like it, which I know I do, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and name it, and then I can share with my FUSER community. So when I hit share, I get a notification that's being shared with my FUSER followers. So anybody who follows me is going to get a little ping saying, hey, Zoe just made a mix, go ahead and check it out. But for those who don't follow me on FUSER, and this is coming to your question, can you share with friends? Yes, you can share with anybody, because yes, you'll share within the game, but you can also export a video that'll save locally, and then you can share it with whoever you want. So I'm playing on PC, it's going to save to my computer, and then I can export video and put it on any social that I want. So yes, you can for sure share it. There's a ton of different ways to do it. One of them including, you know, streaming. A lot of people have asked, can you stream without copyright issues? Well, I'm doing it right now. So yes, you can. Mix capture is complete. This is going to give me some XP, which will get me closer to leveling up. When I level up, I'm going to in some in-game currency, and I can use that to unlock, you know, some songs as well as character assets. It's style tokens and music tokens. So yeah, tons of options. Alright, so I'm going to head out of this because I've got some questions about where did that mix go, and also people want to see some custom character customization. So I'm going to quit, head into my main menu, and I'm going to show off some of my social stuff. So you saw that I just made a mix. I like it, and it's actually going to appear right here. So this is my recent activity, and I've got a couple options. I can either hit in here to view more mixes, or I can hop into my social panel. So here, excuse me, in my social hub, I've got a few things where here's recommended mixes, which this is, you know, right now populated with me as I'm making hella mixes, a little thing from Troy there. But this will be algorithmically generated for mixes that you might enjoy. So this is an awesome way to discover new people. You know, if I go into Troy's mix, what it's gonna do is it's gonna take me and I'm gonna listen to exactly what he had played. Also, Colma has a question that is referencing what I just mentioned. You can stream, no issue, but what about uploading to YouTube? Yep, absolutely the same thing. It's the rights are within it. But yes, also monetization is a component of that. But right here, like I was saying, I'm listening to Troy's mix. This is what he made, so I can watch exactly how I did it. I see a little bit of Troy's avatar down here. Hot but not too hot, title of the mix. And I've got a couple options. If I want to, I can rewind that mix. I can like his mix, which I do. I could unfollow Troy, but I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do it. I can block him right there, or I can take a snapshot. So if I like what I hear, this is something like you've seen me do before. I can actually go in, take a snapshot of it, and it'll populate my screen. So I'm going to let that play through, and I'm going to go real quick through this, make sure I'm not missing any other questions. Can you play cooperative with me? Heck yeah, come hang with me November 10th. You know where I'm going to be. And I would love more than anything to play some multiplayer with the community. So when y'all get FUSER, be sure to hop on and let's get into some sessions together. Absolutely. Can you change the kind of attitudes and animation your DJ has? Yep, absolutely. Let's head actually into my main menu. Actually, let me show off the final part of that social profile. So I've been making a lot of mixes. It's something that I've been lucky enough to spend some time in FUSER. So when I go to my social profile, I'll see a few things, right? So one thing is my personal activity feed, the different mixes that I've made. I just snapshotted Troy's mix. I was watching it. I liked it. My player stats are here, mixes that I'm viewing, liking, my followers, of course. But then I can also edit my look directly from here, or I can go in ahead and view more mixes. So as y'all can see, I have lots and lots and lots and lots of mixes. You'll notice a lot of these are with different avatars. You'll see some different options here that I was using. You'll see they're all on different stages. Lots of different names, which I think is proving to be the hardest part, is coming up with new names. But yeah, so you're able to go in and save a bunch of mixes, and they'll populate here. I can go in here and view any of them, or like I said, I can edit my look. So that's going to be one of the things we'll do. You'll see I've got a few of my trademark looks here, but I'm going to go ahead and open this one up and show off some of the character creator like people have been asking. Bobby has a question in YouTube asking, am I playing on PC with an Xbox controller? Yep, absolutely. I'm playing on PC, but I am also using an Xbox One controller, so you'll see that the icons reflect what gamepad I'm using, and that's true across all platforms, which include Switch, PC, PS4, and Xbox. And of course, there's mouse and keyboard support on PC. So let me go ahead and play with some of these options. I'm actually going to go ahead and put them in some more scantily clothing, but just so I can show you a bunch of the different options that are available. So one thing you will notice is as I change some of the assets, as I change the body type, the assets don't move, and that's because nothing in FUSER is gender locked, which is one of my favorite things, because people are going to be able to come in here and make avatars either completely in their likeness or fantastical versions of it, and there's no restrictions on what you're putting together. So there's a ton of different combinations that you have available to you, but I'm going to go ahead and go through some of those. Everything from different facial structure that you can have, which has some more masculine versions, some more feminine. Even for my eyebrows, I can change those up if I like. And then the color of them too. I can change my height if I want to have a super tall DJ. That's cool. I think I am going to do that. And then I can change my eye color, things you'd expect, all the way to sort of wacky things, pink, yellow, green. I guess green's a real one. But I can also change up the hair as well. We've got a fro like me, some dope braids, some different shorter cuts, gorgeous high pony. I'm actually going to go with that. But maybe I'll change. I'm going to wait to change up the color. We'll see what my outfit looks like. And then, of course, I can control the facial hair too. So I can have a full beard like you saw in them before, a little bit of stubble, a dope mustache. But I'm going to go with no facial hair this time. And yes, hairstyle game is fire. Not only are there tons of options, but so many different color palettes and even more. But yeah, let me go ahead and start getting some, whoa, I actually really love this high pony, like light highs, like black hair sort of vibe. Let's go with it. So I've got a few options available to me. One thing you'll notice is my avatar has some tattoos, and those are adjustable. So there's everything from, half sleeves to full sleeves to line work, leg tats. We've got a bunch of different options here. We'll go with a half sleeve for this time. And then I'm going to go ahead and play around with some of the earrings. I'm a big fan of the hoops. I personally, anybody who knows me knows, now that I guess I'm working from home, not so much anymore, but you rarely see me out without a pair of gold hoops, so I'm going to put those on her too. And then we've got some different hat options, everything from sort of, Oh, I like that sailor hat. Oh no, I have the high pony. I'm gonna go with the visor. I love the visor, tried and true. And there's tons of different patterns, different colors that I can have with it, etc. But let me go ahead and get into some sunglasses. I'm a big fan of the round ones. We'll go with gold, match the hoops there. And then we've got a ton of different clothing options. So like I've said a ton of times before, there's a lot in here that you're not yet seeing. But oh my gosh, it's so fire! Sorry, that was super loud. Sorry. But I really, really like this, so I'm gonna go with that. And then find some pants that go with it well. Maybe we'll go with some joggers here. Bam. Nice little... let's go with a different color. Oh yeah, we could go with the white. The white is pretty nice. We'll see. Maybe I'll change up the pants. All right, and let me get into some different shoes. We'll go with sandals. Oh, I already like that black and white vibe we've got going on. I'm gonna take these gloves off real quick. But you'll see that there are some other options for, you know, I can wear rings if I want. I can wear elbow high gloves. And not only do I have tattoos, but I also have body paint. So if I want to, you know, cover her in gold painting, that's cool. I can do a full face of makeup. I've got sunglasses on, so you can't really see that right now. You know, full body paint, some different smaller facial things. But we're gonna go with some gold body paint here. I like that, but I am gonna change their pants. All right. We're gonna go with some shorts perhaps, and we're gonna go with this dark color. And then this is the question that actually brought me in here. So I am going into personality, and I can change this up. So I can change what their vibe is: energetic, cheerful, controlled, dimensionality. I'm gonna go with cheerful this time. And then I can also change the dance moves. So you've seen my avatar dancing around a few times, and we've got some different options. This is Full of It, which is one of my favorites. We've got a little disco option, some sky splits, and I'm going to go with sky splits because I can't do this in real life, so might as well do it here. But yeah, you can see that there's a ton of options for customization. You've already seen me go through the crate, the stage kit as well, where I've got, you know, I can pick my stage, and then I can pick everything from the pyrotechnics that go along with it to this screens that are showing up behind me at my video screens as I'm performing, all the way to what the crowd's holding. So I can adjust my light show here that affects the entire stage. Important to note that these customization options are going to be exported with whatever videos you're sharing with your community. So there are tons of options here. And you know, even for making the same mix, you're not going to have the same stage setup. So it's just like way more options than anything I would have probably ever anticipated for like how I can make this really truly my own. But like I said, you've got pyrotechnics, you've got different fireworks displays available to you, different video projector screens that you can change and they'll rotate behind you as you're performing. But just a lot of really gorgeous and intentional work done by our team here in this, and it really shows. And like I said, there's lots that you're seeing here, but even more that you're not yet seeing. So stay tuned, join us on socials, and be sure to keep a lookout for FUSER. But I'm going to go ahead and wind it down with some giveaways. A couple different things that y'all need to know. One, that this giveaway is US residents only. The rules are posted in the Twitch chat. So if you are keeping an eye on some of our other streams on YouTube or on Facebook, make sure you head to twitch.tv/FuserGame if you want to participate in the giveaway. I'm going to be raffling off 2 Amazon gift cards, and I'm also going to be I'm going to be giving away some other FUSER swag too as well. Some of these shirts and hats that we've got available for you here. This FUSER shirt, very saucy. I usually wear one myself. Today I'm actually wearing my bougie FUSER hoodie, but we've also got some t-shirts and hats that I'm super pumped to ship directly to your door. So if you want to qualify for this, like I said, hop into our Twitch chat, twitch.tv/FuserGame. I'm keeping an eye on it because the first person to answer my questions is going to have some FUSER swag sent directly to their door. So let me go ahead and pull up my questions and we'll get right to it. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do one of our Amazon cards right now. And this is for a $25 Amazon card. The code will be sent to you. Whoever answers this first in chat is going to have one and go home with it. We are going to go ahead and start with a question for a $25 Amazon gift card. Like I said, this is in chat, so let me go ahead and refresh, make sure that I can see everybody. I've also got a few mods here helping me out. Shout out to everybody who is helping me make the stream happen today, especially our friends over at NC. But my question for a $25 Amazon gift card is going to be, in what city are the NCSoft worldwide headquarters? In what city are the NCSoft worldwide headquarters? That is your question for $25 Amazon gift card. We have got Angry Joe coming in clutch with Seoul, South Korea. You are correct. That is where the NCSoft worldwide global headquarters are. Angry Joe, you are going home, or staying home, I hope you're home, with a $25 Amazon gift card. Shout out to everybody else in chat who knew that. But yes, Angry Joe's left, not right nipple, won that one. Congratulations. Let's keep going with a couple more. I'm going to do this one for a shirt. Again, the rules are posted in chat, and this one is going to be for a shirt. This is another one for our friends who have been following, keeping up with FUSER news. This could be you if you follow us at FUSER Game on all socials. But I want to know, whoever tells me first in chat is going to get a shirt sent directly to them. Somebody tell me, how many people can be playing in a collaborative multiplayer session at one time? We've got Let Go 65, I believe, with 4. Yes, you can have 4 people playing in a multiplayer session at one time. And this is for collaborative multiplayer, which we will be showing on stream next week. So hop into it and check it out. But let me go ahead and hit you with another question for a hat. I want to know how many spectators can be in multiplayer at one time. Not only can you play with 4 friends at one time, but there's another number of people that can be watching. We've got Her Revolution 4LX, I believe, who is with the correct answer with 8. So I can have 4 people playing in multiplayer at one time and an additional 8 people watching. So you can imagine there's going to be lots of multiplayer parties going on in FUSER. We've got a couple more questions that I'm going to throw out. This is going to be another one. This is a little bit harder of a question, but this is going to be another one for an Amazon gift card. And then I'll end with another giveaway for a shirt. But for an $25 Amazon gift card, again, the rules are posted in chat. For US only, and if you are watching on other platforms, be sure to hop into twitch.tv/FuserGame. That's where I'm keeping an eye on the chat for these giveaways. And this is a question for a $25 Amazon gift card. I want to know, when I'm recording a mix in freestyle, what is the maximum length of the mix? I want this in, measures or bars, whatever you prefer. We've got Void Presence coming in clutch with 64 bars. That's something I just let you know as you saw me record a mix. It can be up to 64 bars of music. That's the longest I could record a custom mix in freestyle. Now, it's important to note that 64 bars is not a specific time, right? Because I could be going at different tempos. I could be going as fast as 157 BPM all the way down to, I believe, 90. So you can imagine that the length of that mix is going to fluctuate, but that's also another way of saying that is going to be 2 entire runs through the beat timeline is another equivalent. So let me go ahead and get into one more question. All right, this is my final question tonight, and this is for a shirt. Rules are in chat, and for a shirt, I want to know, on what platforms will FUSER be available on November 10th? There are 4 different platforms that FUSER is going to be available on, and I want you to tell me them in chat. I've seen a couple people already mentioning that. We've got some amazing community members who keep us up to date, but I have kneecaps too. I love your username. I have kneecaps too coming in quick with Switch, PC, PS1 or PS4, and Xbox One, and you are 100% right. Those are the 4 platforms that we're going to be on. I see there's a little typo with PC, but y'all are typing in a rush, so I'm going to go ahead and give you that one. So, well done, everybody. I'm super happy that we were able to give away so much swag today. If you were a winner, you've already seen where you can go ahead and submit your information to have the swag sent directly to your door. So thank you so much for tuning in with us today. I've got a couple more questions that I'm going to answer before I hop off today. how are y'all read the questions fast? We'll work on some solutions to make sure that we're able to get everybody some FUSER swag, because I want so badly for everybody who wants it to be walking around with a FUSER shirt and a FUSER hat representing us. Upcoming DLCs are coming weekly. That's a really, 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 really great question. And to you, I say hang out until November 10th and you'll see exactly everything that's going on with DLC. But we have lots of new news, lots of exciting announcements coming your way. Of course, you already know the Unexpected DJs campaign, where you have an opportunity to battle Diplo on FUSER on November 7th is coming shortly. So if you have yet to do so, hop into djdnatest.com. Make sure to make your own poster, look around, see what songs we're talking about in FUSER, some other FUSER news, and be sure to enter to win, because you're gonna get to play FUSER early. You're gonna get to battle Diplo. There's no downside to this. Get into it. If you can, hop into djdnatest.com and check out everything that we've been talking about. But thank you all so much, as always, for hanging out with me. I will be back next week with guests and more giveaways next week. So hang out with us here in Twitch or Facebook or YouTube. Sending love to everybody, no matter where you're watching from. Thank you for hanging out. Always a blast with the FUSER crew. And if you've yet to do so, follow us at FUSER Game. Be sure to hop into our Discord and check out all things going on FUSER. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I will see y'all next week. I'm going to hit you up with one of our trailers before we leave. But everybody have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you next Thursday. Thanks, y'all.
What's my perfect music festival? Well, obviously it starts with the music, the sound, the mix, right? We've got over 100 songs ready to go. From rock to pop to rap to reggaeton and all the loops. Guitar riffs, bass, vocals, and more. I need to create my mix. Let me show you. I start with that synth, this bass, and those vocals, play with the BPM, and drop the beat. Now, I need to look right. I build my unique DJ and work my way from the day shift to the headline set. And as I go, I'll earn a ton of different clothes and accessories to keep my look unique. And you know my stage show is one of a kind. My mix is right, my fit is legit. So what's next? Collabs with the world. My festival has a huge community from around the globe that I can easily tap for inspiration. We can even host epic sets together that anyone can tune into. And if they couldn't, well, I just record and share my freestyle mix with the squad and squad to beat. Want a music game that lets you do it all? Welcome to FUSER.